Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mike the Ref Twitch stream. This is going to be an upper deck kind of show here tonight, folks. So we got a stacked lineup for AEW Dynamite tonight. We got the Eliminator matches for the AEW Heavyweight Championship. We got David Finlay's going to be on this card, and we got Buddy Matthews versus Pac. Enough said. Let's go. And I want to give a shout out to HP2 Sweet in the chat right now. Life is everybody here. Question for everybody right off the bat. I'm going to throw this right out to you. You can throw your responses into the chat. Who do you got winning the Battle Royale here? We got a Battle Royale to start out. AEW Dynamite tonight, right at the top of the hour. Winner of that's going to face Mox in the main event. Winner of that is probably going to be facing Tanahashi at Forbidden Door. This one incident, I hate to say something bad about CM Punk, but the fact that an injury to Punk has made Dominion must-view watching for a lot of AEW viewers after what happened to him last week. Because everybody's going to want to know who's going to be in that main event for the AEW Heavyweight Championship interim style coming up on June 24th. And yeah, that's between Goto and Tanahashi there. There's going to be the Eliminator going into Forbidden Door. So that's going to be a hell of a one. Here's my plug, guys. And I'm just going to throw this out here right now for you. What if it ends up being MJF? After all this stuff that's been going on here for who knows how long, sorry, just had to refresh my screen because according to my stream preview, you guys are still seeing the main screen there. Come on, computer. You can do this. There we go. Atta boy. This thing's running a little... Well, it's running very Twitchish tonight. So my theory is, and folks, I want to give full credit to the AEW locker room if this ends up being the case. MJF goes on and wins the Battle Royale, wins against Mox through hook or by crook, whatever way it is. He wins against Mox, and he gets to take on Tanahashi. And he is the man that gets to put that roadblock up for Punk when it comes to reuniting the titles. Because you got a guaranteed money match with MJF and Punk every time they wrestle. And the way you fix it up is if they think Punk's going to be all good for All In, Punk's got that loss in Chicago to avenge for here tonight. So, or in September. So it works out. Like the storyline works out for me. And here's where I say I give credit to the AEW locker room. And I'm going to take it back to probably the saddest moment in AEW history and the death of Brody Lee. Not a single soul backstage mentioned it for a good long while after they were told about it. And the reason I'm bringing this up, here's a scenario that's just been playing through in my head here right now. And a lot of people are saying that, is it a work? Is it a shoot with MJF? I got a feeling what happened is it was a shoot that MJF missed the show or missed that meet and greet way back on Double or Nothing weekend there. I say all the way back. It's been, 2 weeks? But anyway, Tony Khan comes in front of the entire roster and says, literally, look, MJF had some issues and we're trying to work through them. He's got some personal demons that he needs to work out, but we don't want anyone saying a flippin' word about it. There's no reason this needs to be explained, but we are going to make this look like it's a work. And then, hey, HPC, you're in the same boat I am right now. You believe the same thing. MJF wins tonight. I'm with you. And I think that's exactly why. I just seriously hope that my Twitch stream isn't running this far behind right now, because that would be very disgusting for me. Okay, so it's only about 5 seconds behind, so we're okay here right now. Got me scared there for a little bit. That's my theory about who's going to win here tonight. I'd love to hear your opinions, but also think about, we're also getting Buddy Matthews and Pac. Like, this is one of those moments that you look at it and you're like, how did WWE screw this up? Put these two in the ring and say, here's 15, 20 minutes. Have fun. They're having a hard enough time trying to fill a 3-hour show properly with like matches where they'd rather spend 10 minutes of matches and 20 minutes of promo time. On average. Sorry, not total, but on average. And it just frustrates me to no end that, you see these matchups. Well, I'm glad we're getting it now. But, and on top of that, we're getting, I believe it's David Finlay in here against Trent, possibly. I didn't get a chance to take a look at the total card here. I was running around a little bit here today. Let me, AEW. There you go. All right, let's see what else we got lined up here tonight. A lot of pictures, not a lot of advertise. Oh, geez. Okay, thank you. Just announced an hour ago. And this must have been a response to Thunder Rosa getting a little pissy. Well, sorry, in Edmonton, pissy is a bit of a strong term, but a useful term when it comes to describing somebody's anger. About not being focused on TV after her Double or Nothing victory over Serena Deeb. We got Thunder Rosa versus Marina Shafir for the Women's Championship tonight. Let's go! Shafir only has that one loss, and that loss is to Jade Cargill right now, I do believe. So this could be a very, very strong match here for TV here. I think overall the focus of here tonight is going to be on the Eliminator Tournament. And let's just face it, it's basically just AEW versus New Japan in terms of who's going to get the belt. Might as well just call it the AEW Interim Champion, and he's going to defend that belt at Forbidden Door. To me, that makes a little bit more sense, but stuff happens the way they're going to book it whatever they want to book it. Sometimes you got to make things a little more confusing than you need to, right? But other than that, it's been a sad week around here. The Oilers lost out in 4 games straight to the Colorado Avalanche. It's so funny. The Oilers are losing. I get on stream on Monday. Thank you to everybody who popped in for Roller Champions earlier. And as soon as I hit raid, the Avalanche score in overtime to win it. So I didn't get a chance to watch any of the overtime, and I'm like, God dang it. So I'll take the personal loss of that victory there. The Oilers just weren't good enough for it. So in my personal opinion, at least. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun night here on Dynamite. The one positive thing about the Oilers losing now is the fact I have literally no interference on programming when it comes to dealing with AEW for now. Definitely we are going to have Forbidden Door. We're going to have a live pre-show at Beercade YEG once again. Andre C. has informed me, actually just an hour ago here, he will be joining me for AEW preview show at Beercade, along with Melball Collins, who has been doing a lot of work for love wrestling in terms of Japanese coverage. So want to get a New Japan expert in here on the panels. So frankly, because I don't get a chance to watch enough New Japan. I just don't have enough time to watch enough wrestling these days. But it's gonna be a fun time at Beercade. So if you guys are interested at all, we are gonna be showing it there once again. Hopefully the technical glitch is it's the Fight app. I don't know what's going on with that. So, and we are just about 3 minutes away from the show tonight. And just want to say welcome to everybody who's popped in here a little bit late. We did start about 15 minutes early here tonight. So just a reminder, immediately following Dynamite tonight, we're going to take about we'll wrap things up, but we'll take about a 3-minute break. And then we're going to get into my GM mode of WWE 2K22. Get into a few rounds of it, see how we feel. I would like to get a little bit extra wrestling in on these streams, because you know that is more often than not what we're known for around here, especially on Wednesdays. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, noon Mountain Time, I will be co-streaming the Summer Game Fest. Jeff Keighley's little production there. Basically, you'll be able to watch it on my stream as we talk about our thoughts as we go along. The big announcement that came up today from Jeff Keighley, they're going to be announcing a new character reveal for Street Fighter 6. The simple definition of win does not go lightly on that one. That is freaking, it's like, let's just take some tokens and win here. Let's go. Or better yet, let's just throw out the full goal horn here. I am so flippin' excited for that game. Now that I found out that it's going to be on Xbox Series X and S as well, that, to me, that's probably one of the biggest mistakes they did with Street Fighter V is taking it off the Xbox and moving it exclusively to PlayStation. Granted, I know that some people talk about it being the more popular system, but at the same time, multi-platform means multiple sales. That's all I can say about that. So, but yeah, we're going to be streaming Summer Games Fest because there's going to be a lot of stuff there that we don't know about. And usually this is the one show that drives me absolutely giddy. So it's going to be a lot of fun, just like tonight's going to be with AEW Dynamite. So just see they're just wrapping up the previous show on TSN if you're watching in Canada. A little preview to the UFC this weekend, which I'll be honest, I lost interest in UFC once they went to weight divisions. And we are about to start Dynamite, so I'll give you guys a point of reference here coming up. Now we are they're starting the intro. I'll let you guys know when they go to the live screen and start the pyro. Or start the match, whatever's going to happen right there. They're starting off with the Battle Royale, so. And now. So if you guys are wondering where you are in reference to me, there you go. Now it's set. Hey, Darth Mick. So, question for you. While you're, everybody that's popping into chat tonight, I want to know, who do you got winning the Battle Royal tonight? Because basically this is the wild card where anybody could get in there. How am I doing this? See, I'm doing great, Mr. Crowder. Oh, Andre, you decided to watch the Battle Royal? Oh, good to see you here tonight, my friend. Looks like you got the cruiserweights in there and Lance Archer. Zodiac, good to see you here tonight. Christian Cage, you know what? Maybe Cage and Mox in a main event. That could be interesting. The Mad Kid coming to the ring. Yep. Oh, yeah. We knew Garcia and Kingston once they'd see each other. Yeah, Zodiac, I mentioned it at the beginning here that I thought MJF would be the... Are we doing casino style? I guess we are. Jericho or Danielson? Okay, I could go with that too. I made my prediction off the start that that's what I'm wondering, if it's a casino battle royal or what. Oh, yes, it is. They're just flashing up the graphics. So this is the clubs that came up. So we do have 21 guys. Andre, I now see Kenny Omega being the Joker in this, just like you said. Give you full credit. I love it. Darby going after Archer with that skateboard. Like, seriously. All right, everybody's diving through the ropes. Go over the top. Go over the top. Oh. Not sure who wins the Battle Royale because I'm not sure the surprise entrance will be there. But I'm going with Moxley to win no matter who the opponent is. That makes sense, Jagger. Like, let us put it this way. The odds-on favorite is going to be Jon Moxley here because he gets a bye, right? Danielson wants to wrestle New Japan. What better high-profile chance? I'll give you one. And I was actually talking with that Canada dude earlier about it here. And putting Danielson in the G1 might be... well, they've been teasing Moxley Tanahashi for a while now. Yeah, okay. But if Omega is the Joker, wins and then beats Mox, could you imagine? Have they done Tanahashi and Omega in New Japan, Andre? Or anybody that's watched New Japan for that point? All right, Starks. Jagger, yeah. Oh, it was a Wrestle Kingdom. Okay. Thanks, Crowder. Okay, so we got Hager coming out. We got... This is a golden egg chance for AEW. They could build many storylines out of this. Absolutely. What the holy hell? Oh, Phoenix. Okay, sorry. For a second there, I thought he said Rey Mysterio. I'm like, what the... Then I realized the height was a little different, so then I can take that back. My God, Phoenix. Swerve and Lee at the same time. Oh, this tag team. Seriously. This is a little bit of insane, guys. I would love to see Keith Lee get a chance against Mox, to be honest with you. If I could, get anybody that I'd personally like to see, not just who I think who's gonna do it. We will swerve in their glory. And not in their theory, right, Andre? I hope that's the way the typo went there. Because if it goes in that theory, I might have to time you out here. We hear from Trent Barretta. Oh, well, Trent Barretta, he's perfect to go with, there it is, Hangman Page and David Finlay. I knew that Finlay was here. I just didn't know. Give me Penta or Phoenix versus Mox. My God. Like, that's the best thing about AEW right now. I know that we have a lot of different competitors here. And I know people complain about overcrowding and whatnot, but think of all the matches we get. And we were just talking about this earlier. They announced it an hour ago. Thunder Rosa versus Marina Shafir. Hangman's not in this, I don't think. It could be Miro. Oh, and Sterling getting involved. Keith Lee's trying to do a spot and knee moved. Swerve just looks at Lee and he's like, yeah, no. Oh, here we go. Big meaty boys. Smacking some beef here. Let's go. Hager's right nearby, too. We can get him involved in this. Archer with a crossbody. Oh, no way. No, he didn't. Excalibur, correct yourself, my friend. Big meat slap it up. Oh, there we go. Lee, oh my goodness. Oh no, please don't do this. Don't do the Hurricanrana spot, please. Archer, hold on for dear life. Oh, there he goes. That's a fight I want to see. Johnny Hungy. We got some Johnny Hungy emotes if you want them, guys. Just check out below. Big meaty going at it. Throwing Germans like their dinner. Holy crap, they still got Takeshka around. There we go, Darth Mick. Thank you. Ha! Got the ass boys in there again. How can a man in a wheelchair be that over? Good on Bowens. Just sitting in a wheelchair as over as he is right now. Are we just going to have this music playing throughout the entire Battle Royale here? Oh, so we get their entire suit in picture-in-picture here. Great. Oh, Katsugi moved to the U.S. Yeah, I seen him take a few more bookings here. I've seen him on a few independent spots. They winning the belts when they get back. Okay. I don't think so. I think that they're still gonna... I think there's still got to be a little bit of time here. They got to have some kind of serious moment before the Acclaimed get the championships. I don't think... I honestly don't think the Acclaimed are in a position right now where winning the championships does much for either them or the title. Granted, Jurassic Express is doing the exact same thing right now, but... Don't know if he's here permanently or it's excursion. You know how awesome it is to have New Japan and any of these other Japanese promotions trust AEW and AEW allowing these guys to come in as part of their excursion here. Like, I know Vince used to do it back in the horrible times. Yeah, I know he's not. Sorry, it was just DDT. My bad. That's why I moved it over to that. But isn't it awesome that, you know, Vince back during the worst time of WWE, which I think we can pretty much say was the mid-90s. He would allow some of this exchange of talent to come up, But he won't even come close to doing that now, of course. Okay, so he broke into DDT in 2012, so it's not an excursion. Maybe it's just a break. Maybe something different. You get yourself over here, that means DDT gets a little bit more exposure over there. Jurassic Express isn't doing it for champs. Oh, I completely agree. Like, Jurassic Express is like the transitional champs that won't transition. Best way to explain it. But who do you pass it to? Bucks and Lucha Brothers are almost WWE status right now. Yeah, I would love to see the tag titles go on to a team like Swerve in Their Glory or even Team Taz, like those 3 teams that were involved in the triple threat. You love Jurassic Express and Chaps? Of course you do, Andre. All right, here we go. We're back live, and now we get the last... Well, 4 of the last 5. So once again, we get Will Hobbs and... Will Hobbs and Keith Lee go back at it again. The thunder by your place is loud? Yeah. I thought we were going to get it here today, but looks like we missed it. Oh, and Red Dragon's out as a team. And there's Dante, who... Well, he knows how to fly. Oh, Wheeler Yuta is back. Oh, it's pouring rain where you are? Yeah, I'm getting nothing here. Yuta has returned. Could you imagine Wheeler Yuta against Jon Moxley in that match? It's gloomy in summer. Okay, I got my blinders up here, so I just haven't looked out. Raining in Virginia. You know what? Ever since the Oilers lost out of the playoffs, it's been dark everywhere. I get it. I understand completely. It's all because of the Oilers. Yeah, I had to throw the rim shot in there. Sorry, guys. But it's all going to come down to do you get that major surprise here? Darkness falls on Earth when the Oilers are playing hockey. Exactly. All right, Phoenix. Don't get Caster. He's too nice. We get those nice raps here for a while. Oh, and there goes Caster. Now the Ass Boys are pissed that their buddy's gone, so now they're going to take out Phoenix. Or attempt to, at least. Haven't watched WWE 10 plus years. SmackDown going to be here in August. The arena is literally 10-minute walk from... You know what? Oh, Jesus. Double cutter by the Ass Boys. And here comes Keith Lee to knock him out. Jeez, 2-1. Yeah, my opinion, Jagger, if you get some cheap tickets, it's always go. And Swerve takes out Lee. Good to see you here, Branson. Good to see you here tonight. But yeah, I always say support if you can. Just make sure you get yourself your cheap tickets. Yeah, Andre, you got it. He swerved on his glory. MJF. This has to be MJF. Oh, no, it's Roosh. No, Andrade. Okay. I thought maybe they bring out Roosh as the Joker. Well, hopefully something's changed with Andrade. I wouldn't be against an Andrade Moxley main event here tonight. Really hoping for Kenny? Yeah. What do you think of the rumor that TBS and TNT don't want MJF mentioned at all right now? You know what? I'd hedge towards work. But for that kind of for the kind of tirade that he put out last week, and the fact they censored it as much as they did, and that was in front of all the executives and talking how bad the company is and everybody that supports him, I probably. Yeah, they could be helping Tony tell a storyline. I personally think MJ. Oh, and Hungy's gone. Kingston's out. Hager's out. These battle royals, this isn't a work. Why even give him the stick? My opinion, they were probably trying to make things better with him a little bit, and he, you know, when you give somebody a live mic, it isn't the smartest move in the world. And that's nice, Blue Thunder Bomb. And we've all, sorry, going back to MJF there, you do realize that we've all realized that Tony Khan sometimes doesn't do things the conventional way, for good, bad, or otherwise. Hobbs almost got rid of, oh, there goes Team Taz taking out Kensuke. There goes your next pick. So it'll be Mox versus Tanahashi at Forbidden Door, where Tanahashi wins the championship. I'd have to say that's the most obvious pick that's going on right now. Ricky, careful. Goto's the obvious winner. Goto should win, right? That we all say, you know, if they weren't cowards, they put the title on Goto. I believe that's your exact quote, Mr. Crowder, is it not? All right, Kyle O'Reilly. You guys are changing your picks more often than Bobby Heenan and Jerry Lawler. Ricky Starks just posing. I'm surprised Phoenix just didn't kick him off. Oh, there he goes. Oh, and there goes Starks. Very much so. TK needs to do something that Gato was too scared to do, yeah. Could we have El Idolo and Phoenix as a final two in here? Of course, Darby's going to be around to the end because he's the golden boy. Swerve, why are you taking these hits? O'Reilly versus Mox would be amazing. Yeah, like... That's the thing we were talking about earlier. With this roster, you could have so many people here to have so many good matches with Moxley. Andrade would be Tony's wedding present to him. Interesting. Hey, JJ, good to see you in the chat too. Final four will be Andrade, Darby, Kyle, and Phoenix. I'd love to see Strickland in that final four. This is absolutely really insane here tonight, guys. And girls, of course. So. Look at this Red Dragon just working so smooth. Also, now you're going to show eliminations from like 20 minutes ago. Pete's sakes, guys. Oh, there goes Fish. So we got 6 left in there. Oh, there goes Darby. Attaboy, Strickland. Attaboy, he gets a win in my... That's a win for me. And there goes Strickland. There goes one of my picks. All right, so what do we got? We got 5 left here. We got Yuta, we got Hobbs, we got Phoenix, we got El Idolo, and we got O'Reilly. That was normal speed, so I would consider that awkward and slow for those two. That little arm drag, or that DDT off the ropes. Yeah, Brand, so like, Darby never takes a fall that doesn't look like it could be very nasty, though. That's the problem. Darby's one of those guys that you could just sit there and wonder how he's not dead. Like, if you want to see a crazy match, go, oh, I love a good spine on the pine. Next, Jeff Hardy. Well, look at that match that Darby and Jeff Hardy had in the quarterfinal for the Owen Hart Cup. Like, Jeff Hardy... Oh, there you go. Yuta takes out Hobbs. And Phoenix holds himself up on the top rope by his feet. Hot damn! I'm going to love any one of these 4 against Mox right now. Wondering how no one died. We're all sure of it. Darthmic! Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the resub, my friend. So, really appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Hopefully you're doing better than Yuta's going to be in about 2 seconds here. No, I truly do appreciate it. We got a lot of things going on here. Nice drop kick. But I'm thinking O'Reilly more and more right now. If it isn't El Idolo, it should be a heel. Yuta versus Mox and Yuta wins. I don't think Yuta sells you pay-per-views. That's the problem I got right now. Jesus! A flying nothing into a big boot in the gut. And Phoenix almost gets eliminated, but goes through the second row. Oh, Jesus. And this is where Phoenix goes for a very long ride. Oh! Ugly as fuck. Pardon my French. But wholly effective. Now, question for you, chat. Do you call that a low blow? Because he didn't have to go low. He was standing up and did it. That was absolutely gorgeous. And this is how Idolo gets eliminated. Yeah, it's going to be O'Reilly. No. He just blew Phoenix. Yeah. Oh, they're going the Benoit spot. Get him over. Sorry, I'll forever call that the Benoit spot because that's how he won the Royal Rumble in 04. The Benoit show, yeah. I'm not afraid to say that name. Oh, and there we go. Dragon screw and a boot. And that's how he gets eliminated. There we go. So we talked about earlier in the chat tonight. We're getting O'Reilly and Moxley. full credit, and yeah, really happy with O'Reilly and Moxley. Like, the only question I have is how long are they going to give them? Oh, here comes Mox. That was entertaining. Yeah, I totally think they're going to send a belt over there. Like, let's face it, AEW has like 5 or 6 belts. So, Wednesday Night Wars come alive, huh? I love Moxley. So, has AEW done anything with ROH yet? Nothing. I know that they got their people there. Everybody's signed. They're still getting paid. It's just they're waiting to see if they can get a TV deal right now. They haven't filmed anything yet, but really like to see O'Reilly, Tanahashi at Forbidden Door. I wouldn't mind it either. The only thing that worries me about a match like that is, do they sell tickets? That match. Oh, Zodiac Power went out? Just as we're going to get to Pack at Buddy Matthews. I would say stream it off your phone, but I don't know how much data you got right now, so I don't want to pressure anyone. Because, yeah, you could totally watch it on the TNT app or the... Really thought you were going to have a power outage earlier? Well, it's funny. I'll get back to the ROH story here one sec. I was here 2 weeks ago. We were playing Cameo Elements of Spirits, which I still have to get back into and finish. But at the end of one of my streams, I thought the audio was going in the game. Like there was like a sharp hiss in the sound. It was raining that hard that it just bounced off the window that bad that it sounded like static on my headphones. Like, holy crap. I found that out after stream and I'm like, wow. But Branson, to your point there, I'd rather see them make sure they get a TV deal or something with ROH before they put something out there, because making it just another YouTube show, while it's not the worst thing, it's just not as good of a return on investment as it could be. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think they should put ROH just out as a streaming show right now on YouTube or whatnot, just like they do with Dark and Elevation, or should they wait and get a fully loaded match setup or fully loaded show with TV setup? And I know I missed this for the Battle Royale, but there were way too many men to worry about that with. So let me, here we are, predictions. Let's start a new prediction because we got a hell of a match coming up here. And I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes here because I got a feeling this is going to go at least 5. Let's get your channel points predicted in here. We got Buddy Matthews. We got Pac. You'd pay $25 a month for an AEW ROH New Japan streaming app? Well, It's $10 right now for the New Japan one. Oh my God! They're throwing it out here! Here it is! What? Oh my God. Okay, so they're doing an Intercontinental Championship. You're right, Andre. Okay, so the winner of these four... All right, you know what? Either way, we still got this match going on here. Place your bets. This is going to be a first-round match in this tournament. All right, we got a tournament now. I feel sorry for Ethan Page. He gets Miro next show, so... I would love to see Buddy to win. I don't even want to watch Twitter right now because all the... Well, no, it's not a... Darth Mick, they're not putting it as a... It's not going to be a single elimination tournament. It's 4 qualifiers and a fatal 4-way. They just announced that, so... What a frickin' troll job. Everybody got excited. We're gonna get it. No. The other thing about this championship, there is a chance that they could use this one a little bit more on Dark. But you know what? If they use it in the respect that the Intercontinental Championship's been used, it very well could turn out, right? Because you got... the Intercontinental Championship was always known as the real workman's title. Seems like a foreign talent belt. Well... What they were emphasizing in that little blurb after the promo, that this is to celebrate all the champions on the other, like outside of the U.S. Like you got your Mexicos, you got your Canada, you got your Japan, you got your UK, the place where they're getting tons of wins and in terms of ratings and whatnot. Pac refuses to go to the top rope now. Just because Julia's going to show up. Folks, strap in because we're going to be in for a hell of a match here. Knockout City better than Rocket League. I would have said that until they took it off Game Pass. Stardom as a belt you can only defend against a person from another nationality. I would love to see something like that. All right. Can I talk about the moron sign in the crowd? Simon Miller, unblock me on Twitter. Who are you? The fact that you have to turn your sign around to... People were calling this the 0% body fat match. Yeah. The SWA World... Okay, yeah. The only other championship I would like to see... I'm totally with you guys with the 0% body fat match, by the way. You want to talk about a workhorse championship? This is what you define by a workhorse championship right here. But what championship I would like to see is what I refer to as a challenge championship. I did try to do this a little bit in back when I was the quote-unquote GM of Monster Pro Wrestling a few years back here, 2018. Wow, it's only 4 years already. The champion gets to pick the stipulation for the challenger. So basically you can... There's a Love Pro Wrestling Challenge Championship. Yeah, but there's been no... The thing I like about it is more the stipulation part of it. They haven't done anything with that stipulation yet. Maybe they will. Don't get me wrong. Trust me, I'm going to enjoy watching that Challenge Championship be defended on the 24th as Taryn from Accounting takes on Rachel Ellering. Sort of like the PWA Mayhem Championship, yes. The only difference I would make as a difference with that is with the with this championship, I'd like the champion to be able to call the shots. Thought the TNT Championship was supposed to be everything we're talking about. Yeah, like, it's going to be interesting to see what happens now, because this is turning very WCW-esque with their belts, as well as very boxing-esque. That's the other thing I'm thinking of here. Like, when it comes to boxing, there's an IBF and a PDQ, an ABC, TNA, UFC, BBQAB, IFY, NY, IFK, something like that. I don't know. I felt this sounded more like a European championship. Like, we got to see how these belts are being defended. That's the thing. Yeah, the LGBTQIA. Don't forget the plus. Like, as far as I'm concerned, just... You can have as many belts as you want out there, and many championships. How are you booking them? You heading out, Branson? All right, you have yourself a good night. Glad to see you around. Anytime I'm on, feel free to pop in and say hello. We're always welcome to see you here, and great to see you. Great to see you hop in here tonight. I think there's too many belts in AEW just because of who's winning belts outside of AEW too. Always take it easy, just like we're going to be taking it easy after Dynamite tonight. Got to put our brain power into gear here. Just because of who's winning belts outside of... Yeah. I don't know exactly... Like I said, we're just totally going to have to see how these belts are being defended. Like, does this turn into that championship that they send on the road? Like, for example, have the Mid-Atlantic Championship defended in the UK on a Rev Pro show, or have it defended in AAA at one of their shows. And it just proves that AEW is a global entity, right? So maybe they get more TV time. Maybe. Plus, they have the ROH belts, too. Just too much. They also have 3 hours of television for 7 or 8 belts. Yeah. Mars is facing AJ Sanchez in Winnipeg on Friday. My God, what a match that's going to be. If you guys haven't seen AJ Sanchez, I'm going to have to find some way to get some matches up here. We might have to do a Canadian wrestling stream here one of these nights. Just talk about some of these guys. Like a guy like AJ Sanchez, I'd love for you guys to see what he can do. Because he is a hell of a wrestler. And they're calling it All Atlantic means they can make an all... The All Atlantic, I think, is more of a nod to the old Jim Crockett days. Where the promotion was centered more around Eastern U.S., so they created that All Atlantic Championship. I think Mars needs to go to Japan and join the junior division of Noah or New Japan. It wouldn't hurt. Trust me. With all due respect, Western Canada is that one part of the world that nobody really knows about. And I know that people are trying to make a difference on it right now. But unfortunately, if people don't want to see a certain product, they're not going to see it. I mean, we could use more belts. I'll take a belt. Give the Oilers a belt. I'll take that one too. Why not just make it like Kingdom Hearts where everything has there? AEW is a Tetsuya Nomura character. I was going to say a very scatterbrain character. No one knows about Alberta and Saskatchewan. BC guys seem to do well, but the majority of those that do well there are the ones that travel to Seattle. That's the caveat I have with that statement. I agree with you about BC guys standing out, but that's because they're willing to go to Seattle. Seattle, Portland, they're willing to travel. Like, it's relatively close to get to those, to an area like Seattle and especially Defy, right? But Alberta and Saskatchewan, there really isn't anything that close. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. If having the Hart name out here, and now I'll say it definitely is an improvement. But it used to say, anytime you have the Hart name here, it could be the biggest plus and the biggest minus to Alberta wrestling. What the? Jesus! That is strength. It's hard to get down there if you can't get sponsored with a work visa. Absolutely. Like, in order to work down there, half the time these guys, they basically have to sneak their gear across the border and then pick it up and work these matches in particular without any particular fanfare, but until they get back. Well, Nicole Matthews, Josh Alexander, those are probably the two most notable examples of what happens when you go across the border without a visa. I think Tyson Dukes was also in that boat too. Well, Nicole and Mike Bailey got banned for 5, yeah. That's the other one I was thinking of too. Is Pac actually going to go up to the top? Here come the lights. He hit it! Wow. I honestly didn't think he'd get that. Ooh, 2 people going to get paid. 880 points distributed to 2 different viewers. Very nice, very nice. No, Andre, it's a four-way. It's a four-way match for at Forbidden Door. This fight's gonna go on forever, isn't it? Death Triangle and House of Black. Ha! Well, Kingston taking on the poor director there. Those guys are taking a beating here. Seriously. MJF gets at him last week. Kingston gets at him this week. Brandon Cutler must feel right at home with the way that things have been going on here. So it will go on until trios titles happen. Yeah. And I got a feeling that we're going to see trios titles maybe at Full Gear. So is one of the matches Dominion Friday going to be one of their qualifying matches? It wouldn't surprise me if it was. They basically, I don't think that Tony Khan thought this through enough, which doesn't surprise anybody here, I don't think. But they just listed that there's going to be 2 New Japan guys. They're going to battle it out for one spot. Trios titles will be on the Jericho Cruise next year? No, I think Tony's going to do it somewhere where he can make some money out of it. You put it on the Jericho Cruise, it just becomes exclusive to the people watching there. I don't think the production was good enough for what they want for a trios title when you put it on a cruise where you can't sell tickets for it. Unless Jericho's willing to pay. That's where they were initially going to be crowned at another Dynamite on the boat. I get it, but triple threat match for the trios title? Why not? What I would like to see, let's just have like a 30-man battle royal. The last 2 teams that survive have a trios match. A triple threat match for the 9 people, 3 teams. Or, yeah, and Andre, I can see where you're going with that. So you get 9 teams, you go down to 3 teams, and then you Battle of Los Angeles style. I like it. I like it. I agree this new title should be won in the Atlantic on a boat. Yeah. Triple threat means 9 teams. Yeah, I get it. No, it's going to be interesting one way or the other here. And so this is where we get our cooldown period with a lot of promos, I think. Yep. Oh, Rampage on its regular time, so Kingston got confused. Nine teams in one crazy-ass tag match gets all the titles. Wheeler was here. I'm glad you didn't spell it the other wrong way, Andre. That would have looked really bad. First Fall gets the... All right. He has no friends. Yuta's not his friend anymore. He's all about Blackpool. Honestly, Yuta and Beretta never got along. They just even in the earlier promos they never got along, right? All right, I could give me that match. Put it in a cage with ladders. Could you imagine 27 people in a ring with a cage and ladders? You're starting to get into TNA 2002 territory here. God, you gotta love how over FTR is. Fatal 4-way. A Forbidden Door only issue is the New Japan main guys are in Japan for Dominion on Friday. Unless they are here flying out tonight after the show. I was going to say 4 cages to hold everyone, but yes, that was channeling my TNA. What am I looking for? There we go. All right. Ooh. We got Will Ospreay on our TV. Oh, we just got our lightning. The entire United Empire in there. Jesus. And they're all wearing black. Like mercenaries. All right. All right. I can live with this. Jesus. Fletcher, Davis, and Harari. All right. I'm with this. Hidden Blade, baby. Like I said, I need to see more New Japan. And watching every time that they bring this segments like this out. That was a moment of the night for you. I don't blame you. Look at Bobby. Kyle O'Reilly looks focused, and he looks like he's going to fit in perfectly for this matchup. Bobby Fish looked like he's usually the grandpa, but he looked like the kid whose dad just told him he doesn't get any ice cream anymore. You know it's all about the pay. Well, that's a nice comeback down from that. So let's get the prediction up here. Give me 1 sec here to type her in. Okay, I'll throw 5 minutes on this one too, because I got a feeling it will go a little longer here. Give you guys a little chance for redemption for those that missed out on the last one here. Feel free to throw your prediction points in here. This is going to be a nice match too, though. You gotta love it when a guy like this gets a chance on AEW TV. Because he was just only on Impact, right, for his first run? He didn't... almost like he's trying to convince us rather than... almost trying to convince himself, too, in that point. But it's going to be interesting to see how... Hangman reacts right now. His first match after losing the championship, for that matter. He was in Impact as part of his New Japan deal, yeah. Well, that's what all this is part of, right? So... But just think about this, guys. I just want to throw this out here randomly right now. We got... Let's go back 4 years. Even 4 years. Because AEW's only been around for 3 years. Let's back it up just a little further. Could you ever see a promotion like New Japan actually working with a North American company? Vince has not only pissed off every promotion that he's worked with, but he also has produced such a horrible product. Well, from some reports, Finley's working with New Japan on a handshake deal. It doesn't surprise me. From what I hear, a lot of the North American wrestlers are working like that with them. And it's sort of understandable with the pandemic and the possible restrictions and whatnot. So just a reminder, you got about 2 minutes right now to get your predictions in. And then... yeah, they're basically just using this time to fill in their promo stuff for later. So I'm going to do a little bit of that too right now, just to let you guys know right after we're done here. I'm going to tap into a little bit of WWE GM mode. So stick around after. We'll see if I'm a little smarter than some of the GMs they put through their computer. I think it was 2 Mondays ago where Liv stood in the ring for about 10 to 15 minutes waiting for her opponent. While they waited for... The worst was one episode of SmackDown, I think it was 2 weeks ago. They had, I think it was Raquel and Ronda, 25 minutes. Well, Liv was in the ring for 22 minutes. Okay, that works. GM mode is gross. Well, you know what? They have done a patch on it. So I know the normal and the hard ones have been expanded a little bit. So we're going to try out and see what it's like. You know what? Can't hurt for a Wednesday night. I did pay $50 for the game. I should try to play it, right? Even though it was 25% off. Got it on that last deal, so. Yeah, like. The biggest problem with WWE right now is if you're oh. I think he legit hit his head on the back of that railing. And that girl's like, whoa. You like my beer? That head bump was gross. He's drinking audience beer again, I guess. If I was a fan, I'd be a little pissed on... which show was it that it was about 30 minutes before the first match or something equally egregious? Pretty much every Monday Night Raw. Straight up, pretty much every Monday Night Raw is like that. Darth Mick. They start with promo segments, recaps, previews. On the regular, you won't get your first match till 20 after the hour, but it will go as long as the half hour, the 45 minutes. Raw's been disgusting at times. Sometimes it gets good. Like on Monday where they had apparently Judgment Day, the new faction that Edge started, apparently they were going to start going to a little bit of supernatural stupidity, and Edge said he didn't want that. He just wanted it to be like a dark cult kind of thing. Basically House of Black on Wish. So they got rid of him out of the faction. It's now Balor's. Yeah. Exactly, Andre. Which, if they're going to go supernatural, bringing the demon back out would be a perfect fit for that, right? He's like that phase 2 of the final boss. You know, like you're playing The Legend of Zelda. It's Balor Day now. Yeah. If you're playing Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and you beat Ganon in his first form, and then, oh crap, there's another form you got to beat. Or which one would that be? No, the Wind Waker. That's more obvious on that too, right? Because you think you've already beaten him, and then you got to go back, and then all of a sudden, oh, we got to go beat it. Got to beat him again in a bigger, badder form. That's what Balor's going to turn into now. Unfortunately, WWE can't find a way to book themselves out of a paper bag lately, which is a shame because they have a hell of a lot of good performers there. Hey, ended up having dinner. Who ended up winning the Battle Royale? It was Kyle O'Reilly, so we're getting Kyle O'Reilly and Mox tonight. Crowder, you don't get a chance to watch it, do you? You were saying something about not having TSN, right? Oh, we got the picture back live again here. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Got to send this one important message off here. Hey, Crowder, check your DMs. Nice clothesline. I know that Hangman's always been known as like the lesser known of the Elite, the Bullet Club, whatnot, but this run has given him a lot of. You joined the Final Fantasy 4-job Fiesta? No, I mentioned that before. I know you were talking about it. I don't get involved in Final Fantasy right now. I got enough craziness on the card going on. The closest I'll be is if there's something on Summer Games Fest tomorrow to see. I'll be watching that. That's about it. Yeah, upcoming streams, like hell, we got Mario Strikers Battle League coming up. We got following that, we got Capcom Fighting Collection coming up at the end of the month. Summer Games Fest is tomorrow. Yeah, noon tomorrow. That's what my next stream's going to be, and we're going to be watching it live here on my channel. They actually had a bit of a indie showcase today with a lot of the Runestone and Smite and all those kind of games. Twitch Gaming was hosting one of those today, so I guess you're going to have to look at everything after. Like I was mentioning right off the start here tonight, they're actually going to be showing a new they're going to give some roster updates to Street Fighter 6. Ever since they made that announcement on the State of Play last week, the Street Fighter Twitter account's been going nuts with sweet deals and information and whatnot. And now they're going to reveal... I don't think Hangman kicked out. Just the camera cut caught that. Oh, that looked bad. That's a clothesline. Oh, and here it comes. Even though his knee's shot. That's it. All right, let's see what we got here for payouts. Andre, I think, yeah, you were the one who picked Hangman. You get all of 272 points back. Catch it up a bit. All right, what's Hangman got to say? I'm the champ. I lost. You don't think she'll make her connecting flight? I bet you she does. Oh, here we go. He's a little upset. Oh, here we go. There we go. Here we go. Okada Page. Ha! All right. Newsflash. Looks like we're getting Hangman and Cole once again. Page versus Cole to see who faces Okada. I'm with that. Play some damn music. God damn it, Music Man. Well, they got... I was going to say, do they have Squig in charge there or what? Those in Alberta know exactly what I'm talking about. I want Bryan Danielson and Wheeler Yuta versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi. All right, I'm going to throw this prediction up right now. I'll give it 5 minutes, but I don't think it'll need it, but... Oh, we're not having it quite yet. All right, so now that, what are they going to do? Talk about how... yeah, Jade already did solve her. You get Pyro for an interview. That's great. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's where you were going with, right, Andre? That's my bad singing. They forgot about that match. I mean, they know no one who watched it. It was on Rampage, so what do you expect? Wardlow versus Goldberg. Wardlow versus Goldberg versus Ryback. Nobody wants to see Ryback. All right, we're going to have a commercial break first. I got to cancel that. Ryback debuts tonight. I thought even the crowd fell asleep. Bull spit. I've heard repeated appeal on the internet that I've never heard of. That Ryback is one of the best ever. I I would love to know your sources there, Darth Mick. Oh, he wants to oh, Source Ryback, of course. You know, that guy in the comments section. Of course. Alrighty. Scorpio Sky is about to lose his TNT championship. Dan running in like a helicopter mom. That sounds about right. It almost feels like they forgot about the spot. So, next week, Wardlow gets to take out an entire promotion. This is going to be awesome. So, why would Sterling be... Yeah, stupid Mark Sterling's the best way to put it. Why would he be stupid enough to actually go with... to put a stipulation of a 20-on-1 elimination match? Of all things. Like, seriously. Sorry, guys. I just want to get this... Oh. Okay, let's get that for 5 minutes because we got the commercial break right now. Predictions are in. Feel free to load up here. I got a feeling. I like this Mike's Hard Wrestler guy. I didn't see that, honestly. I had my head turned here for a little bit. I feel it's not much difference from when Goldberg just had to spear someone to get added to his record. He had a lot of house shows. He had 3 house shows. He had 3 house show matches in a night. Come on now. You bet 10 on Shafir? Oh, Jesus. Now we're getting the points moved up here. He worked 10 matches on every house show. Yeah, he had to. And we got 25K down on Thunder Rosa. So, Andre, if Shafir pulls the upset tonight, you're going to be a very rich man. I don't think it's happening, but at the same time, but in all seriousness, guys, thank you everybody for popping in here. We got another jam-packed room here tonight for AEW Dynamite. I do hope that we get to grow this, make this bigger, and have everybody out. If you guys have any ideas on what you want in this stream to improve it at all, feel free to send me a message. I'm more than willing to look into it if I can. What if MJF dresses like security like he was in WWE? That would be funny. I do feel like there's interference afoot tonight. Could be. Very well could be tonight. Depending on who her next opponent is. Like her next big opponent. I don't know if Deeb's going away, but... Can we talk about Bearcat Lee some... I don't even think Keith Lee wants to talk about Bearcat anymore. But I will say the Battle Royale was a lot of fun to watch tonight. I think a lot of people enjoy it. It's amazing when you can book something like that properly. Okay. Bucks of Youth, yes. Hey, Owen fan, good to see you here tonight. Wait. How did they earn it? Jungle Boy standing on the couch. He should. What? What? Okay. I love how Jungle Boy's like, what the hell did you guys just do? The Jurassic cages. Okay. That was interesting. Maybe it's just me, but I think we're going to be saying that same thing about this match too. Just a ladder match, yeah. Turn next week, I got a feeling we're going to get that. Now we watch Jeff Hardy almost die from a concussion and hemorrhage again. I don't know why he's still going. Well, the crowd's been watching a video of that, and that honestly, that promo was okay, but yeah. The Kill Bill gear. I remember she wore that one time before. Come on, all five of you guys are supposed to be drinking the beers. The case... I guess they're allowed to have a beer when they're protecting... She can't even get booze. Yeah, like... She's a jobber champion, right? Or she's a jobber challenger. Who put up that sign saying CYN better? Because whoever did that, number one, is lying. Number two, should be thrown out. Yeah, Shafir can't get anything right now. Like, it's funny. She's the one of the 4 horsewomen that just could not get herself over. Even when she was in the UFC. Isn't that the same spot as... No, the Simon Miller sign was further back in the first balcony. Or the first set of rising seats there. Jessamine Duke couldn't either. Yeah, that's true. Thoughts on the new championship for AEW? We were talking about that earlier, and I'm going to give a pass until I find out what they're going to actually do with it. They're making it an Intercontinental Championship, basically. And if they make it a workhorse... Ugh. That roll-up looks stupid. And Marina never made it to the UFC? I'd have to look it up, but I wouldn't be surprised by that. The one thing I've noticed about Marina's matches, no matter what she's doing, that just, yeah. Thank you. Oh, this is just... I've never... Chat, you want to help Eric out with that one? She only had 5 amateur and 3 pro fights? Okay. Is Kill Bill a good movie? Like, I'll be honest, I haven't seen it. I haven't been much into the lot of just random murder movies. She fought in Invitica and a couple smaller promotions. Okay, that makes sense, Crowder. Kill Bill sucks ass. All right, more picture with some wrestling that... Once again, Shafir with this style of just... Kill Bill has good moments, but is mostly pretentious bullshit. Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, picture on this one. I actually wouldn't mind picture with another match. As much as I appreciate women's wrestling, Shafir just... She's an experiment not working. I enjoy Kill Bill the first time I saw it. It gets worse each time you watch it. Okay. They're one of only the Tarantino movies you've seen? Yeah, like... I've seen Pulp Fiction a few times. I haven't seen it all the way through, but I've seen it. And, of course, Canada has to have a condom commercial during a women's match. Go figure. Never seen Pulp Fiction either? Eric, you're like me. You're sort of uneducated in the world of films these days. I'll admit I haven't seen as many as I really... I haven't gone out to theaters as much as, you know, a lot of people would, but not saying it's a masterpiece by any means. I watched it in theater for $5. Oh, you can get in the cheap theater. Of course, everything looks a lot better, right? So, I'll give you that. Pulp Fiction is amazing. Yeah, look, I will not argue with that at all. Be Cool, well, it had The Rock in it as a gay man, which is always interesting. Well, this is almost 20 years ago, too, you know, when movies were cheap, yeah. Like when you don't have to get a mortgage to go fill up your tank full of gas. My God, Shafir can't even get a Boston Crab in. Oh, geez. Can't even get an STF in properly. Like, holy... You know, like, I don't like to downplay wrestlers, but... I get Shafir's style. She just doesn't look good. I hadn't seen... Jumped 40 cents yesterday. It jumped about 10 here, so it's about the same. We did a 12-cent jump on between Monday and Tuesday here, so. Hadn't seen Gremlins, Forrest Gump till a few years ago, then recently seen Pirates of the Caribbean series. Okay, that's cool. This is almost WWE 2K20 worthy here in some of the spots that Shafir's putting in here. Like, you can see Rosa working. Like, Thunder Rosa's a decent worker. Fortunately, I could use E85, which is $1 cheaper than regular gas. I just can't find E85 anywhere. If I could find the E85, I'd use it, but unfortunately here in Edmonton, it's few and far between. Roderick Strong must be so proud. Yeah, like, he's just thinking, can I get released so I could go give her some tips? She needs a coach out here. Like, what are you doing? Oh, she couldn't even figure out the right hand to do the pump handle with. Like, don't get me wrong, look great when you hit it, but for Pete's sake. Like, I get it. Her gimmick's not to be conventional. She's supposed to be a fighter. Her matches are supposed to be ugly, and I've supported that. This is just not good. Please finish. Nope. What's E85? It's like it's a lower octane fuel that you can pick up for vehicles. Your engine's supposed to be able to take care of it. She succeeded. That's the ugly part, yeah. Shayna has an exciting style and has the same basics. There's a thing about basics that if you don't take it properly... There it is. Thank you. Ugh. And she's excited about winning. About losing like that, huh? All right, who's her name? Please don't tell me we're continuing this. Oh, a judo throw, really? Rosa did everything she could to help her out. Yeah. Oh. Please. Please. Well, at least Tony's... Now it's Tony's problem, it looks like. No, they wouldn't put this in the dollar store. How do you solve Shafir by making her sign with NXT? She got released by NXT. Uh-oh. That would help AEW, absolutely. I'd love to see this feud. With all due respect, when it comes to the women's division, especially in the championship ranks, I think heel and face is pretty much something we could just forget about. Oh, shh. Stokely's about to talk. Oh, God. All right, we got Statlander and... Ha! All right, Red Velvet, Chris Statlander. That'll be a decent match. Oh, here we go. All right, this is actually going to be a pretty good Rampage on Friday. Empire versus Trend and FTR. Absolutely, Andre. And I was right. It is June 15th next week. We're getting the hair versus hair match. Jericho and... played this versus Wardlow. And we get to see the murder of Ethan Page. Have Shafir fight Singh. Someone has to get over? No. That's when you get the double count out because they're all both kicked out of the company. All right, let me see here. Let's get this main evented here. So we got John Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly. I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes on this one because, well, hell, we got 20 minutes left before the show's over, so. That's the stipulation. First one to get over wins. First one to get a reaction wins. I think that's more way to put it. But that six-man tag is going to be nice. Like, you know, Trent knows the Empire very well. And then also you got FTR that can pretty much work with anybody. And the fact we get to see the Empire in an AEW ring. Well, you just cheer the first move so everyone gets spared. Yeah, but we aren't going to get the first move till, like, 60. Okay, so Empire is relatively new. See, Andre, this is why I got you and Mel working with me on the Forbidden Door preview show this Sunday, June 26th from Beercade YEG. That's why I got you there. Because you guys know this stuff. I'm going to need a crash course on all this stuff. I'm just going to be guiding you guys. You guys can go. I'm only going to know what's going to happen here over the 4 weeks here, so. The real New Japan Pro Wrestling fans are going to be hosting it. Absolutely. Hell, if I just work keys and not say a word, it might be my Twitch channel, but you guys will still get over. It's definitely worth it, so. Wow, 6K already put down on Mox. There's no fooling around here tonight. Could you imagine the two people that picked Kyle O'Reilly? You're in for a payday. Need to get back into New Japan? Yeah, like, I just don't have time to go into streaming services and watch matches. That's my biggest problem. Mainly because I've had the Oilers. I do try to follow the Stingers when I can. I try to... the Riverhawks are just starting up their season here, the local baseball team. They just ended up a series with the Portland Pickles. Actually, I think Game 3's tonight. They're playing the Portland Pickles. One of the best names in professional sports. Then, of course, the Blue Jays and... trying to get some decent wins on the MLB The Show here in the league coming up. Next week I got to take on Warren Barris, so it's a battle of the commentators. Jay White's your fave? I could see why. He's got a hell of a ton of charisma. And he very well could be New Japan Pro Wrestling Champion coming up as of this Friday, I do believe. Could, yeah. Well, it's supposed to be him and Okada, I do believe, at Dominion, is it not, Andre? And Crowder and everybody that keeps track of New Japan? Oh, you mean when? Well, I could see Okada Page. Those could be hell of a good matches too, right? All right. Where's the Cleveland Indians? We got to get Rick Vaughn out of the bullpen. Jay White wins, so you have Adam Cole continuing his beef with Page. That very well could happen. Or Okada wins and Jay White helps Cole. Could you imagine both titles switching for a little while? And you have Adam Cole stay in Japan with the New Japan IWGP Heavyweight Championship, and then you have Tanahashi come over here and stick around with the AEW World Championship. What kind of world are we living in? That's the best way to just sum it up. What kind of world are we living in right now? Okada's going to keep the belt and face Hangman at Forbidden Door. Odds are that's what I think's going to happen, but you can't lose Cole. You can lose Hangman. They should play this on the... No, we are not having a replay of Double or Nothing. For me, that was just... Oh, I get to end my holidays on Blood and Guts. This is going to be fun. Why can't you lose, Cole? Well, that match was terrible and the music ruined it even more. Yeah, like when it came to that Anarchy in the Arena or whatever the hell they were calling it, I didn't mind the first 10 minutes of it, but anybody that saw me at Beercade, that's actually the match where I beat Street Fighter 3 in the back during that match. Yeah, Cole's a huge draw, but who's going to buy the pay-per-views right now? Is it like, that's why I think it's going to be Moxley and Moxley Tanahashi. I mean, Owen Hart was in Japan, and if Cole was over there with the Owen Hart belt, who knows? Yeah. One thing I've learned a lot now these days is the fact that a lot of these older names and that, you got to remember, we're getting older here. A lot of people don't remember Owen Hart from A Hole in the Ground. Cole could easily be pulled out and sent to Japan. They will draw exactly the same whether Cole is there or not. Yeah, like, that's the thing we were talking about during our opening match here. AEW is so stacked with talent. It's absolutely insane. Like, you look in that Battle Royale, we must have had at least 15 people that could have honestly won that match. Because usually you'll end up having in a battle royal like that, you'll have a couple fluff guys, and it usually ends up being a little more than a couple. There was very few fluff people that you could have in that match right now, or there was very few fluff people you had in that match, and even those that some might consider fluff, like the Ass Boys, they're still pretty dang credible. Like, you don't expect them a million years to win, but there's very occasionally that little spot where you can go, well, maybe. Now, here's a question for you. When we have... Oh, all right. You knew this was going to be a bit of a scientific match. This is going to give Kyle an opportunity to rax here a little bit. They could have pulled a Jinder Mahal moment and just had somebody randomly win. With all due respect to Jinder Mahal, no. Like, I don't know if, like, that Canada guy can talk about it in the chat, too. Jinder Mahal had a very famous incident with, famous incident locally with myself, Andre, and our departed friend, Brian Hamilton. We had a ladder match here in Edmonton, and we were in the front row, right? So, he had yeah, exactly. First thing happens... Jinder takes the ladder down and literally kicks it out of the ring. Like, he just boots it. Well, normally if you're going to kick a ladder out of the ring, it's going to get caught in the ropes, flop down, and go. Well, by all luck, it did not hit the ropes at all and just shot out and hit both Andre and Brian right in the knees. So the next 5 minutes is Raj outside the ring beating up some dude, turning around to us and going to Brian and Andre. I'm sorry. You okay? I'm sorry. You okay? Extremely funny. Uh-oh. Way! Ultimate Sports Talk 2011. Thank you for the follow there, my friend. Welcome to our AEW Dynamite Sidecast. That's why sitting by Brian was dangerous. He almost got castrated by a guardrail. Yeah, I remember that too. I remember you telling me about that too. It's one of the follies of being part of a front row crowd of a show, right? Stream came up and recommended channels. Thank you. I didn't realize that. I am really appreciative of that. Yeah, I'm a variety streamer, but I'm also I don't know if I want to call it former, but I'm a pro wrestling commentator here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, the home of Name Redacted. What I'll do for you, since you're just popping in, and since everybody's here, throw this out here. If you're interested in some of my local independent work here, there we go. Check out that link there. Gonna have to be careful. I'm changing that up in a couple weeks here. But yeah, we're here talking a lot of AEW here tonight. We've talked about independent wrestling. Talked about Jinder Mahal. We talked about how is Marina Shafir still employed. That Battle Royale was absolutely insane tonight. And right after we're done this, it's going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to crack open the GM mode on WWE 2K22 for a little while. Don't get to watch Canadian wrestling, so this is a treat for you. Yeah, like, there's myself, and there's also Love Wrestling CA if you want to find that Twitch channel as well. They're running a sidecast as well right now, but they have their own promotion and they run their shows on Twitch. Their next one's going to be the 24th of June here, the Friday before Forbidden Door. They're streaming their show live on Twitch, so definitely give them a follow too if you get a chance after. But yeah, there's a lot of great wrestling up here in Alberta, Saskatchewan. BC is absolutely rocking it right now as well. And I'm seriously thinking one of these nights I'm going to have to take a stream here and we're just going to have to watch some matches up here, some local people. Well, I see Remsburg's got the gloves on. Who's bleeding first here? I'm assuming it's Moxley. But yeah, we're, well, Moxley from the mouth, yeah. Like I said, it doesn't surprise me. Sorry, I was watching you. I got the TV here. I got you here, so I'm trying to focus on you guys during the commercial break. I missed when he got split open there. But you got to give kudos to Kyle right now. BC boy, this is the second match of the night, and he worked hard in that Battle Royale. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time is from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I've always heard there was a wellspring. There is, and by the way, Brett's son now has a promotion. If you check out Dungeon Wrestling YYC, he's actually, it's just started up. He's run, I think it's 2 shows so far. They got another one scheduled for, nice. I love it when they use the kicks instead of the punches for that double down spot. They've run 2 shows now. They're running one on the 9th of July during the Stampede. It's going to feature Mo Jabari, which is one of Bret Hart's students right now. I think he's only got one right now. Taking on Brian Pillman Jr. in the main event, as well as Kyle with the bite spot on the rope. Attaboy. And you kick the rope to dislocate some teeth. Attaboy, Mox. Jesus. In Japan, that's a finish. BPJ, absolutely, sir. It's going to be Mo Jabari and Brian Pillman Jr. in that main event. And they also announced Harry Smith versus Raj Singh from Impact Wrestling. So that's going to be your undercard. So July 9th is going to be a hell of a show from Calgary. Moxley once again getting those 12-6 elbows in. We got 4 minutes left, so you know it's not done quite yet. Oh, nice shot. Well, I'm going to give kudos to Twitch tonight for me being on a recommended list. I didn't realize that'd be the case. But I do have to say, and I know we were out of nowhere. Oh my God. MKO. Oh. Looked like he was almost going for a Styles Clash, and all of a sudden Moxley gets turned into this triangle here. And this is how you put on a triangle properly. Shafir, you want to take notes? So here's the question I have for you, chat. when we do Forbidden Door, is it the Paradigm Shift or is it the Death Rider? He was going for a Minoru Suzuki Gotch style pile driver. Yeah, I was thinking Styles Clash too, but then I realized he's going through the arms. That makes sense. Death Shift. Yeah, I know probably it'd be called Paradigm. But at the same time, that would be a hell of a lot of fun watching that with... I just got a feeling that the AEW guys are going to put extra stank on that show. But yeah, make sure you're checking out Rampage on Friday night, because you get to see the United Elite all together against Trent and FTR. My God. Who's going to call that show? I want Excalibur. I would love that combination. Even if it was just Excalibur and Kevin Kelly. But that would be, wishing too much, right? Here's that choke. I want me some Tony, just please no JR on that show. Like, I don't know if JR could tell the proper stories for a New Japan show. The Regal Knee. And that looked more like a Death Rider than a Paradigm Shift. And you can hear Moxley in there just saying thank you right now. All right, let me get these prediction points out. Hell of a match. That was awesome. Oh, fuck's a duty. You're a great man. You're a really great man. Because I get to bring out the bad hammer. Damn. Felt good. I haven't got that out in a while. Buy these nuts. Exactly. Love them band hammers. Absolutely. I got to get some music for that. Once I get the my Stream Deck XL, I'm going to get that all settled out. And that's going to... Oh, they left quick. They really ran out of time there at the end there. Wow. Like, no words about it. Just hello, goodbye. So we got Moxley going to... Your points are coming, JJ. Your points are coming. They're being distributed as we speak. But, yeah, hell of an episode of Dynamite tonight. We got, one extra... Well, I think... Yeah, we had 63 points were bet on Kyle O'Reilly. So you get them distributed as you bet. Because I know there were 6,000 points going the other way. So I think that works out. The more you bet, the more you get back out of the pool from the other side. So I think you only bet a little bit, Andre. So, but yeah, tonight, I would have to say a really good show of Dynamite. That Battle Royale was intense. Didn't know it was going to be a casino Battle Royale style. Yeah, you only bet 50 out of 6,000, Andre. That's why. We had an advancement of the story with Paige and Cole once again. We're getting that fired up. We had, in all this, we had a Buddy Matthews and Pac match that was absolutely insane. We got the... You know what's rough when you have an introduction of a championship and nobody really gives a shit. Pardon my French, but nobody really cares. that Mid-Atlantic Championship that got announced by that promo, they didn't even give it a chance to go out to the ring or say anything big about it. You know it's bad when one of your small points of your show is a championship, because this thing might get over. Like, you might have a problem getting this championship over, I think is the best way to put it right there. It's going to be a fatal 4-way at Forbidden Door for the first champion for that match, and we're probably going to get Miro. We got Pac loaded in already. I think we get, if I do remember right, on the other half of the draw, we got Penta and Andrade from Mexico. So, yeah, that's going to be awesome one way or the other. And then they got one competitor from New Japan. So that's going to settle itself out here in the next few weeks. I'm sure they're going to have a match on. They'll have one this Wednesday on Dynamite. The next